Let's try that again. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Friday, June 2nd, 2023. What do we have coming in store in the cards for today? Let's find out. May I please get the first 5 cards in our 5-card spread? First card we are receiving right now. We love this right now. We love seeing with it. We love starting our day with it. We are seeing here the Chariot card. So this is a card that speaks directly about unified energies, moving right now in the direction of the energies that are aligned to you. So as we did see in the cards of the day over the last few days, there's been a lot of movement right now as it relates to your direction going forward. And one of the things that we have been seeing over the last few days are some moments of discouragement, feeling some frustration around the immediate circumstances and situations that you may find yourself in. However, we did notice that beautiful shift that occurred over the last few days with that 10 of Cups that we received in our card of the day, putting your focus back on those long-term goals, that long-term manifestation that you are hoping to achieve for yourself in this moment is helping you get to a point of regulation in terms of how to move at this time. Specifically, one of the things that we're seeing here is that renewed sense of vitality and energy in doing so. And what we loved, and this is some difficulties here. We're still seeing that we're going through a lot of those blockages that we're still experiencing with that 8 of Wands energy in its reversal. But with the Chariot, this is a reminder of being able to really make sure that the energy that's around you is unified in terms of its goals and intentions as you drive forward from this point. The next card that we are pulling in our 5-card spread for today is, we have here the Hierophant. So what are we seeing here? So not only are you moving right now, as we saw the fact with that 8 of Cups that there are some very difficult choices that you're making right now, that you're going to have to move away from some circumstances or situations that are causing blocks. But this is that moment of reinvigoration that we're seeing, because also you are feeling that sense of purpose. You are feeling that movement and the direction that you're hoping to achieve. And you're further finding yourself being more agreeable to move forward in the commitment to those things right now, recognizing that those paths are aligned to your highest goals and with your highest intentions in mind. And that is what's fortifying these commitments that you are pursuing at this moment. Thank you so much for the gift. Third card for our 5-card spread for today, center card for our read, is the Emperor. Guys, I know you were all upset that there were so many reversals yesterday, but we are seeing here that there is this brightening that we're seeing. These are some very strong cards to be starting the day with. So more than anything, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, there is this feeling of movement today. There is this drive forward in terms of your collective purpose, not just for yourself right now, but really with the energies that are around you in this time. And this is deepening your own commitments right now to those energies, as well as fortifying your own sense of control as you go forward from this sense. Really liking to be able to see this energy right now for the masculine energy, having that sense of control coming in, particularly since we saw over the last few days there was some dysregulation as it related to the masculine energy in terms of what you were trying to move forward on. While for feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling that same energetic wave of moving forward, feeling the power of the collective energy that's around you at this time, deepening your own commitments. And that is, again, either towards right now a manifestation of a masculine energy that is around you right now, that you're feeling this sense of confidence and security and self-control around. While this is also indicating right now that for some of the feminine energy, this is you moving away from unhealed karmic energy towards those energies that you feel are manifesting the same degree of power and control. Next card we have coming through right now in our 5-card spread is World in its reversal. So this is addressing some of that blockage that we were still seeing over the cards the last few days. So, and it will feel a bit different for feminine and masculine, bearing in mind this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, what we're really seeing is, again, there is that feeling of confidence as you drive forward in this point. You are feeling that the security of the energies around you there to support and aid you as you determine your path forward right now. And this is further helping you to deepen your own commitments right now as it relates to your future plans and goals. For some of you right now, this is you moving forward in a degree around your own paths and goals with a manifestation you are trying to create for yourself of masculine energy that you feel is going to be able to be supportive and strong to the capacity that you need as it relates to being able to move forward with collective energy right now. And at that point, this is that moment of dysregulation that we're hitting, because we're seeing for some of the collective right now, this is you taking these steps right now, moving out of some feelings of dysregulation in your own life right now, but with this renewed sense of purpose. That feeling of confusion is still very much in the air, but these are the things that you're doing right now to help you overcome those hurdles or adversities. While for the other half of the collective right now, this is working right now with unified energy, particularly with a positively healed karmic masculine energy that you also feel is aligned to your long-term path and goals, deepening your commitment with that energy as you try to overcome hurdles in the present moment. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is, again, very similar pathways, but this is going to feel like more of a personal experience that you yourself are experiencing within you right now, because you are seeing right now a lot of that unified energy around you. It's allowing you to deepen your commitments. This is helping you right now feel this level of mastery and self-control over yourself right now. And this is addressing, again, the fact that there is some immediate dysregulation in your own experience right now that you are working to navigate. For some of the masculine collective right now, this is moving away from this energy that is creating this point of dysregulation, while for some of it right now, this is also trying to do some work with collective energy right now to help address this point of dysregulation that you are experiencing. Final card for our 5-card spread today is, we have with this the 3 of Swords, which keeps showing up this week. It does not want to go away, but it's okay, guys. This is a heart-opening exercise. We can get through this. Let's discuss it. So, again, a bit different for feminine and masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, again, there is, for some of the collective right now, there is this moment that you are recognizing that you are trying to move forward with the collective energy that you feel shares your same values and purposes, and deepening your commitments to those energies as you work to manifest a masculine energy around you right now that you feel is able to maintain a level of self-mastery and control that allows you to feel the security in moving forward in this sort of commitment. There is periods right now for the feminine energy of dysregulation that you're feeling. There are some moments of chaos that you're currently experiencing that are making you feel somewhat off center. And a lot of that has to deal with some of the heartbreak that you're experiencing. For the feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you are trying to overcome some heartbreak, either with a manifestation of masculine that you feel is showing that capacity and degree to be that supportive and stable partner as you continue forward in this direction. And that is deepening your own commitment with that energy as you proceed forward from this point. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment that you yourself are feeling the need to move forward on your own right now, deepening your own commitment to being able to utilize the energies around you that you also feel are helping support you in this moment right now, with a manifestation idealized of a masculine energy that will be supportive as you go forward from this point. And while this is creating a feeling of dysregulation from you, this is also creating a point of heartbreak, because it does require, as we saw with that 8 of Cups, that there are some things that you need to leave behind in order to do so. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is this is a moment of coming back into your own sense of personal power. But we are also recognizing something that we've noticed in the cards over the last few days, that this is something that is happening specifically because you are feeling some level or degree of heartache that you are trying to surmount. For some of you right now, this is again a moment of heartache that's creating some chaos in your own life right now. But it is finding this point of strength as you go forward from this, that is deepening your own commitments with those energies that you feel are truly aligned to your best interest and purpose as you go forward from this moment. While for the other half of the collective right now, you are overcoming some deep dish issue around some difficulties or heartbreak. You are navigating some circumstances right now with that same collective energy, and that is also deepening your own commitment and your own purpose. So for the masculine energy, what we're really seeing here is something about this pain is actually leading you to go deeper within yourself and receive this level or degree of mastery or self-control of the self that is really helping you move forward in this time. Now, let's see if we can get some clarification on the cards that we are seeing right now. Clarification right now between our Chariot energy in combination with the Hierophant. So as we're seeing today is really a day of taking progress, moving forward with that collective energy that you feel shares your own desires, your own passions, your own purposes, and letting this be an opportunity that helps to further deepen your commitments to those energies as you proceed forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Two cards coming out to clarify right now. We love to see wow, these are some deep cards here right now. We've got here our Six of Cups in combination with our Five of Pentacles. So this is feeling very bittersweet. We saw that with that Eight of Cups energy that we received with the card of the day. Specifically right now for both masculine and feminine energy, there is this moment of really feeling the import and the power of those healed karmic energies in your own experience right now. Allowing those healed karmic energies to be the ones that you are moving right now towards to help you direct your path. And this is falling on two different sides of the collective for both masculine and feminine right now. For half of the collective right now, this is a moment that you yourself are experiencing this point where you are feeling some abandonment wound that's being triggered right now. You're experiencing the abandonment wound being triggered, but you are not letting it block you. You are not letting it block you. You are proceeding forward on your path right now with the support of the healthy karmic energies that are around you, that are helping you to deepen your commitment as you address this abandonment wound. While for some of you, this is immediately taking action with those unified energies, while for others of you, this is moving away from things that are triggering the abandonment wound, really putting a moment of addressing right now on what is triggering these abandonment wounds and finding solace in the energy around you right now as you go through the heartache and the difficulty of having to bear them, but also feeling that unified power of the energy around you to help you really drive forward to your ideal path, to your ideal goal, and deepening your commitments of those energies that are helping you do so in kind. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Hierophant in combination with the Emperor right now. So two very, very big cards here, my friends. We've got major arcana all over this table right now. So again, a moment for both masculine and feminine energies of the collective where you are deepening your own commitments, you're deepening your own purposes. For half of the collective right now, for the masculine collective right now, this could be deepening your own commitments to yourself right now, or deepening those commitments of the karmic energies that you feel are unified to your own goals and your own power going forward from this point. While for feminine energy, this is deepening your own commitment right now towards manifesting a manifestation of masculine that is in this sense of power, that is in this sense of security, that is in this sense of self-mastery. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, this is feeling like you are presently deepening a commitment right now towards a masculine energy that is embodying these qualities and characteristics. May I please have one card to clarify? Two cards, again, coming out to clarify. It's going to be a complicated reading today. We've got here on the table the Ten of Cups in its reversal versus the Ace of Pentacles. So as we've been seeing in the cards over the last few days, there has been this moment that you've been experiencing that has been creating some feelings of anxiety as it relates to your long-term future plans, your long-term future goals, what that idealized manifestation is. We are seeing here that this is that correction point to it, because we're seeing for both masculine and feminine energy right now, this is that moment that you're putting into recognizing right now. This is really beautiful energy for both sides of the collective, because we're seeing right now that you are recognizing the difference between what is actually tangibly offering you something true that you can hold in your hands and value. And that is what is deepening your commitment right now. Being able to presently experience and see that is what is giving you that point of clarity. And it's helping you right now to correct for any dysregulation that you may have been feeling right now as it relates to the blockage that has not been leading you to that long-term idealized future path or goal for yourself. For masculine energy right now, this is a feeling of having that sense of personal power coming into play today. That there's something about your own degree of mastery and self-control as it relates to the opportunities and offers that are coming towards you at this moment that is immediately having some present moment of giving you something. But I do see here for the masculine energy, there is something more about this decision at play, because what we are recognizing is masculine energy is truly assessing these commitments and offers that are coming towards them right now, and truly asking whether that they, while they are very tangible and real, asking yourself, do they actually lead to the long-term future plan and the long-term future outcome that you truly decide for yourself? This moment of consideration we're seeing for the masculine energy right now is giving you this sense of higher mastery. It's giving you this sense of higher self-control. It's deepening your own commitments as this moment as you proceed forward from this point. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are feeling, this moment where you are in this space where you are trying to either manifest this energy of masculine in this sense of regulation for yourself, in this present place of power, finding a masculine energy that is able to embody and manifest these qualities, putting your commitments towards those right now. That is also what is helping you as it relates to making your decisions and determinations right now, because whether this energy is presently in your life right now or whether you are trying to manifest this for yourself, you are using this to orient your own optics as it relates to the offers and opportunities that are being presented to you at this moment, and really asking yourself, are these offers going to truly lead to that ideal long-term path and outcome that you yourself are hoping to maintain and achieve for yourself in this moment? Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our Emperor card in its upright and the World card in its reversal. So again, this could feel like a little bit of that hairy blockage that we're still experiencing coming through right now, because, and it will feel a bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, what we're really seeing is today is a day of really coming into a sense of your own power and self-control. But there is something here about your own ability to manifest in this moment. There is something here about your own feelings of chaos or disorder that are still somewhat around you to a certain extent. But what we're really seeing about this is it isn't getting the masculine energy off of their focus. In fact, there's something about this dysregulation is driving the masculine energy further into a point right now of coming into control of the self, utilizing, as we've seen, that sense of chaos, not to let themselves kind of get swept by the current of it, if you will, but really focusing on the self, letting that self, that sense of willpower, letting that sense of self-determination drive you forward to help correct for any of these imbalances as you go forward from this point. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment that is feeling a much more internalized feeling of dysregulation, that you yourself are feeling this moment, that you are feeling somewhat disoriented. You're still experiencing some of that chaotic energy that we've been seeing in the cards over the last few days, but you are helping to maintain your orientation right now, either through focusing on a manifestation of masculine that you feel would manifest these qualities of self-control, of being able to have this mastery of self-control, recognizing that this energy could assist in terms of helping you find this regulation point. Or for some of you right now, as I said, we are seeing a moment that there is a present experience of masculine energy in this capacity and degree around you right now that is helping you navigate some of this disorientation that you are experiencing. May I please have one card to clarify? Whoop! Clarification. What have I been saying, friends? What have I been saying? The answer is in the communication. The answer is in the communication. The answer is in the communication. So that's what we're really seeing here for both masculine and feminine energy right now, because what we're really recognizing is there is this moment. Again, for masculine right now, this is a moment that you are coming into a certain degree of power and control of the self right now. You are trying to correct and address any of the imbalances that you're currently experiencing that are making you feel disoriented or off your center right now by utilizing your own mastery of self-control to put out those communications, to put out those messages, to help you be able to organize some of this disordered energy that you are experiencing. While for feminine energy right now, this is either going to feel one of two different paths. And again, you yourself are moving right now in a state of feeling some disorientation, but you are utilizing communication right now, either as you can work to manifest right now a manifestation of masculine around you at this point that you feel is embodying this level of degree of mastery or self-control, recognizing that energy is there. While for the other half of the collective right now, again, this is you in active communication with masculine energy that is showing this degree of capacity of mastery and self-control of the self that is helping to effectively help you come into a point of regulation at this moment. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our world in its reversal in combination with our 3 of Swords. This is that 8 of Swords energy that we've been seeing in the cards. That feeling is bittersweet, my friends. There are choices that need to be made right now. There's moving along right now away from blockages to the path that you feel is open towards you, to your long-term path, towards your highest manifestation goals. For feminine and masculine right now, this is a moment that is feeling somewhat disorienting because there is something about the choices that you need to make right now. You are trying to find this point of regulation in the face of some heartbreak that you are experiencing. The heartbreak we're seeing for masculine is something that is feeling much more empowering. It's driving you forward into this into this peace point of mastery. It's the recognition of this heartbreak that is actually activating you to try to take some approaches right now to try to regulate this chaos that you've been feeling right now. While for the feminine energy right now, this is you kind of experiencing this much more on an internal level right now. Something about the heartbreak you're experiencing is helping you recognize and realize that it takes you off of your focus. It takes you off of your focus. It makes it hard for you to be able to stay in a point of balance when you are in a point of heartbreak. That's the recognition that feminine's having right now as they either move away from unhealed karmic connections or they're getting support right now from an active energy that's working to heal this heartbreak in their own experience at this time. May I please have one card to clarify? Are you the card? You want to be the card? You're the card. We've got here the 4 of Wands in its reversal. This is what's really allowing you right now to have that point of orientation. And again, the solution right now is through communication and from really building towards those things that are showing you that they actually have some positive outcome on the horizon, right? Because, and again, for feminine and masculine energy right now, this is going to feel a little bit different. For masculine energy right now, we saw the fact that this heartbreak, this ache that you're feeling in your own sense is actually activating you right now to take some steps to address any of the disorder that you may potentially be feeling. And the disorder is coming from that lack of planning. The disorder is coming from that inability to see what that next step is for you. Being able to understand that this is either, again, for masculine energy, we see this falling in 2 different sides of the path. For some of you right now, this is a moment of doing some work right now actively with feminine energy right now to correct or ease any of these blockages that you may currently be experiencing. While for the other half of the collective right now, masculine is feeling a point of heartbreak. They're feeling a point of disorder, but that is also why they're moving away from some things that they feel that they don't necessarily see that happy outcome on the horizon, even for the short term right now, that is helping them guide their steps in terms of their own sense of self-mastery as they go forward on this moment, trying to manifest the energy that they feel will truly be aligned to them to help them move forward to their own goals. While for feminine energy right now, this is a moment, as we saw, that you yourself are feeling some disorder. You're feeling some of that heartbreak. It's causing some chaos for you at this moment. For half of the feminine collective right now, we are again seeing that this is a moment that you yourself are working with potentially a masculine energy that is showing this degree and capacity of self-control, self-empowerment to help navigate any of the blockages that you may be currently feeling anxiety around as it relates to the short-term plans, the short-term outcomes. While for the other half of the collective right now, this is you moving away from something with a manifestation of a masculine energy that is able to master this degree of self-control that would help you effectively be able to move through, as we saw, immediate difficulties, immediate hurdles. And if you're not necessarily seeing that for the feminine collective right now, this is that breakage point where you're just kind of moving away from it. You're just determining that that isn't the path for you, but it is a difficult decision for you to make because we're seeing and recognizing right now that it's creating some disorder for you to experience this heartbreak. But you're working again with the healthy karmic energies around you to heal these blockages even as you proceed forward from this point. Let's continue to get clarification on these cards right now. Clarification between our Six of Cups in combination with our Five of Pentacles, in combination with our Ten of Cups in its reversal, in combination with the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of cards on the table here. Let's discuss what we are seeing. So again, we are seeing for both sides of the collective right now, this is a moment that you are truly having to address an abandonment wound. There's a recognition of an abandonment wound that's being triggered, but at the same time, you are feeling that karmic support around you as you navigate those feelings that you are experiencing. For some of you right now, this is some situation or circumstance potentially with unhealed karmas that has been triggering this abandonment wound. You're getting that support from the energy around you right now as you experience it. For others of you right now, you are in partnership, there is an abandonment wound being triggered on both sides, but you are using that healed karmic energy between you both to work through the point of adversity. For half of the collective right now, this is a moment that you are potentially feeling with the support of healed karmic energy right now, a sense of choice, looking at the offers and opportunities around you right now and really assessing whether they are for your best benefit, and will they lead to your long-term happy outcome, your long-term ideal future scenario. Or for the other half of the collective right now, what we're really seeing is a moment that you yourself are experiencing a triggering of the abandonment wound. You are in partnership with healed karmic energy right now. You are experiencing some moment that feels like a point of adversity right now as it relates to the long-term goals and the long-term path and plan. But you're putting active work right now in to try to amend and heal these blockages so that there is this understanding of how things look moving forward. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with, we love this. Look at all this upright masculine energy here. We love seeing this. We've got here our Knight of Wands in its upright. So again, going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. For masculine energy right now, this is a moment of making a point of addressing, okay, there are some situations and circumstances right now that you are experiencing. Your abandonment wound is being triggered. You are feeling the support of healed karmic energies around you right now that we're seeing with that Chariot energy. You are utilizing those healed karmic energies right now to really look at the circumstances around you right now and make some determinations on the opportunities offered right now if they're actually going to be leading to your long-term ideal desired future goal. For masculine energy, this is a moment of personal choice. You are taking, again, for some of the masculine energy right now, this is a moment of taking some choices right now, having to make some choices for yourself as it relates to the opportunities that around you right now, if you are working kind of on your own. For the other half of the collective right now, for masculine energy, this is a moment that you yourself are in a space right now that you are feeling some difficulty, some hurdle that needs to be overcome as it relates to the long-term positive path and movement going forward. You are actively engaging right now in putting in the work and putting in the clarity so that you can move things back into that ideal desired long-term future outcome for yourself in this moment. A lot of activation on the table right now for the masculine energy, both as it relates to your own feelings and sense of self-empowerment, as well as your own ability to plan. These two things are interlocked right now for the masculine energy. You're recognizing that the more you're able to plan, the more you're able to feel you have this degree of control. For some of the masculine energy right now, you are again working to make some decisions around this right now with the help of outside karmics, while for those in union right now, this is working with the healed karmic energy to really help ascertain what that long-term outcome looks like going forward. For the feminine collective right now, we are also seeing a moment that there is an abandonment wound that's being triggered for you at this moment. You are actively working with the healed karmic energies around you right now to overcome these hurdles. For some of the collective right now, this is a moment that you are truly looking at the offers or opportunities around you right now and asking if those offers and opportunities are actually going to be leading to your long-term desired path and outcome. But again, either putting in the manifestation of a masculine energy right now that you feel would be able to help guide you through this, recognizing that something about your own long-term goals and your own long-term plans realize that they need this type, you want this type of support, you need this type of energy around you right now to help get this point of clarification. While for the other half of the feminine collective right now, what we're really seeing is happening is you are in this moment where you are healing, working through some difficult abandonment wound. And you are actively right now working with a masculine energy that is providing this ability to show this clarity of purpose, to show this ability to communicate, that is helping you overcome any of these long-term outcomes and hurdles, because they're immediately putting things into action to help you as you are experiencing this difficulty or this abandonment wound being triggered. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our 10 of Cups in its reversal, along with the Ace of Pentacles in combination with our 2 of Wands. So for masculine and feminine energy right now, there is a blockage point that has to be addressed. There is something right now around what the offers and opportunities are around you at this moment, and having to have some focus as to whether they're going to lead to the long-term path and outcome that you yourself are hoping to achieve at this moment. For some of you right now, this is an internal process right now that you are building this communication around, working to get that clarity, working on that communication to see what these offers are truly going to lead to that long-term future path and outcome that you yourself desire. While for others of you right now, this is you working in partnership with the energy around you right now, putting in that work right now to relate to what is being offered to correct for any blockages as it relates to the long-term path and goals moving forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Ace of Cups, and we love to see this. What are we seeing here? For both sides of the collective right now, this is a moment of taking in the power and import of your own healing journey. Right? What we're really seeing here, again, for all of the energy right now, there is a moment that you are putting this care and attention back into yourself. You are recognizing the value of making sure that you are having that sense of emotional support. You are having that sense of spiritual support. And that guidance, that being able to find that supportive energy around you right now, is really what's helping you as it relates to looking at the offers and opportunities that are presenting to you as well right now. Really, again, not just looking at the offers and opportunities, but putting that long-term path in as well. Looking at whether from the long term, they're really going to lead you to your desired outcome, and putting in that communication to ascertain if these offers and opportunities are going to be just as well for you in the present as they will in the long term, with the focus on your own care of the self coming into play as you move forward from this point. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our 2 of Wands in combination with our 4 of Wands in its reversal. So again, this is a moment of correction that we're seeing. This is a moment that we are seeing here, that there is active communication that's presently occurring, working to communicate some blockages. And the communication is specifically to identify these hurdles. There is some anxiety as it relates to the short-term plans and outcomes of things. There's communication happening right now to try to make some amendment and try to make some adjustments to this. For some of you right now, this is moving away from certain paths right now that you don't necessarily feel that this is coming through for you on right now. Putting in active communication to get this clarity as it relates to the short-term plans and goals. For others right now, this is putting in active communication right now to overcome any of these hurdles or adversities that you're currently experiencing in partnership, to try to find a path forward, to make this to come into a space of having that easement of some of the dysregulation we see as this, because what we're really seeing here is the short-term inability to see is affecting the long-term ability to see, recognizing that the short-term needs to be cleared up so that the long-term feels like it is still present and on the table. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Tower moment. This is that moment of correction. The Tower keeps popping up right now like hotcakes. We've said there's some chaotic energy happening right now. And this is that moment right now, though, that we're really identifying some of the situation that needs to move into a point of correction, if you will. Because what we're really identifying here right now is there is all the work that's occurring right now, right? all the work that's occurring right now as it relates to communication is this moment to correct for any short blockages as it relates to the immediate path ahead, being able to see the immediate path ahead with a recognition right now that if you do not necessarily see the path ahead clearly, it could lead to a tower moment. So this is work that is actively happening right now to overcome what could eventually become a tower moment if that point of correction isn't reached. So again, for some of the collective right now, this is actively communicating, moving away from some circumstances or scenarios that you feel could be leading to a tower moment. For the other part of the collective right now, this is working very carefully right now to try to address or arrange right now some circumstances to avoid a tower moment from occurring due to that lack of understanding or orientation on the short-term path and goals. Continuing to get clarification on these cards right now between our King of Wands in combination with our Ace of Cups energy, utilizing a moment right now that you are truly, again, putting this care of the self into play, putting this energy of care of the self into play at this moment. For masculine energy, this is a lot of personal work right now. We're seeing that this is a lot of personal energy that you are investing in this path right now at this moment. You are actively engaging right now in a lot of planning right now with a degree very much oriented towards your own care of the self from this moment. For the masculine, for the feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are working right now to address and maintain this care of the self, feeling that degree of support coming through right now with that masculine energy right now, offering you that clarification, offering you that insight. For some of you right now, this is like whatever this is, it's assistance that's coming in. It's communication that is orienting towards the care of your own self. And that is the energy that you are allowing to the feminines, allowing towards them right now because they recognize that it is working for the goal of their own support as they move forward from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now with our Five of Swords in its reversal. So really, this is a moment that you are having right now, putting in this care of the self, putting in this attention right now to the self. For masculine and feminine right now, this is going to feel a little bit different, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, this is a moment that you yourself are recognizing that there is a point of allowing this care of the self to come to play, allowing this care of the self to be your priority in this moment, allowing the energy that you feel is around you right now, that is putting that care and of attention and communication towards you right now to help you with the care of the self. This is what is allowing you right now to create a point of resolution. This is a point right now that you are recognizing that you don't need to necessarily find resolution outside of yourself right now, that you can create resolution from within with the orientation of remembering that the things that are for you right now are ideally going to support you internally and spiritually right now, and they're going to allow for supportive energies around you at this time further to come into play with this supportive energy that is going to offer you this insight and experience. While for masculine energy right now, what we're really recognizing is this is a moment that you are feeling this degree of self-empowerment. You are feeling this degree of understanding. You are utilizing your methods of communication right now with a concentration of care of the self. And you're allowing yourself to move forward in the directions of those that you feel are best and healthy for you at this time. And that is also giving you a moment that you recognize that you do not need to go back to situations or scenarios that have been causing you any pain or conflict. Instead, putting this orientation in creating resolution for yourself at this moment, that you can create resolution for yourself with that care of the self, keeping that as your focus. Love this energy for both masculine and feminine today. Further clarification right now coming through with our Ace of Cups in combination with the Tower. So this really being a moment right now for masculine and feminine energy where you may feel like there is a choice that you must make, that you are recognizing that there is a choice right now towards the energies that are around you right now that you feel are helping enrich your own experience, are showing a degree and capacity of care, of emotional support, of allowing that emotional care and support to come into play. And that is navigating you from or away from circumstances or situations that you feel are just creating more difficulty and trouble for you at this moment, you are using that as your point of orientation between what is truly good for you right now, what is showing that support, and what is just seeming like it is built or created to create constant sense of chaos for you as you proceed forward from this point. May I please have one card of clarification? Clarification coming right now with our devil in its reversal. So what we love right now is this is a moment of healing. This is a moment of healing because what we are seeing right now is you are recognizing right now what energy is truly for you, what energy is helping to support you in these moments, what energy is building this degree of care and support around you right now. And that is helping you navigate through some circumstances that you feel are actively creating tower moments for you in this moment, or that you're moving away from because you see tower moments taking shape. And this is that point of healing, moving away from those things, recognizing the things that are truly supportive for you versus the bad modalities of thoughts, the unhealthy coping mechanisms, and also the unhealthy connections that you feel may have been causing some of these tower moments in the first place. Final card for today's spread between our Five of Swords in its reversal in combination with our Devil card in its reversal. So again, a moment of healing, a moment of recognition, allowing for this healing to take place. And again, recognizing that you do not necessarily need to have this point of resolution around any energy that is creating these difficulties or adversities or hurdles for you at this moment. Recognizing that you can create that point of resolution, of restoration, of closure for yourself as you continue on your path of healing from this point. May I please have one card to clarify? Clarification coming right now. Again, there it is, my friends. This is that card of the day, but it is in its reversal. We see here that Eight of Cups. This is showing the fact that there is some difficulty still at play here. You are actively doing everything you can right now to walk away from circumstances or situations that are causing some blockages. But this is very difficult work is what we're truly seeing, because while you are trying to build this point of closure, you're trying to move away from these things, you're trying to heal, there is still this feeling of anxiety around the closure on these circumstances and situations. You are recognizing that you need to create this point of closure for yourself at this time, but it is difficult. It is hard to create that closure. And that's why we see this card coming up both in its reversal today at the bottom of the deck here, but also in its upright, because this is that struggle that we truly see here for you to truly walk away from these things that are not serving you. This is the challenge today. This is the challenge as you experience this, really making sure to overcome those blockages and hurdles, even with a sense of feeling like there is something that is unsaid or undone. Final card for today's spread, bottom of the deck on this reading right now. We have King of Pentacles energy. And again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy right now, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what it feels most aligned to. For feminine energy right now, there is this feeling right now around the masculine energy. There is a point of uncertainty. We're seeing that there is uncertainty as it relates to the masculine energy in terms of while the energy is coming forward as supportive about whether they are truly going to be able to maintain and manifest that level and degree of showing that capacity of support in this moment. While for masculine energy right now, there are deeper anxieties that are coming to play right now as it relates to your own feelings of security, as it relates to your own feelings of stability. We see that here with that World card in its reversal. While you are maintaining a degree or level of self-mastery at this moment, it's also some moment that you're trying to work through the opportunities that are being presented to you and really looking about whether they're going to create a stable, supportive environment going forward from this time, or if they're just creating greater conflict for you. Having that energy very much directed towards your own invested interests at this time. That is our daily collective read for the day. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and experiencing it with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. My private readings are done over video with the option of a recording sent to you afterwards. And if you are a subscriber to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you pay. Just mention your subscriber ID at the point of payment. Please remember that if you book a reading on my website, it is a two-step process. You have to book the the reading and you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure you do both if you would like to have a reading. Also, please remember, very important, that I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you for a personal reading. I will never DM you. I will never PM you. I will never send you a message telling you that your great, 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 great granddaughter has a message for you. The only way you can book a reading with me is if you book one on my website. So please do that. I want to thank you guys so much for being here and sharing these messages with me. And we will do this again tomorrow.